Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We're continue along with getting the lines in for this planned live 2D animation. We're about 60-70-ish% through just Gura. So the goal is to get the remainder of her face in, which I'm still not too sure how many teeth layers I might need, but I think I can get away with one mouth layer, and I'll still need to do the other eye. It is just her body, which, apart from the hands, which I probably need to sketch out more in more detail, shouldn't take the longest time. Why am I just looking at this? It doesn't feel quite right. Actually, let me go. Can I bring this out without making anything look particularly weird? That should be fine. Alright, so left. I already made all of the layers, but I haven't drawn any of it. Okay. Also, if my lines are wobbly today, my hands are a little thicker than usual because it's bloody cold and I pulled my gloves out. So until I get used to them again for the winter, the lines are going to be a little wobbly because they come up right. Oh, the tips of my fingers are exposed, but it doesn't stop my pen from being a little bit covered in terms of my grip. I don't want to do this. So the spot where it might actually be better if I try and bend it inside Live 2D, where flexing things a little bit easier. Well, actually, what are my control points like on this line? Can I just connect these 2 points up? Thank you. Can I just push? This is not the most elegant way to do this. Honestly, if I was going to redo the line, it might be better to just draw it again, but that ain't it. Dear. See if I can do it the way we do it around. I think that would actually work right there. Cheers, currently in the great process of lining a whole bunch of parts in, so it's gonna look a little bit messy, but beyond the that's the wrong button. That we What is making this not look quite right now? Is it the curve? Although I need the curve to be earlier. Curve to like here and then binden. See if we can finagle that. But regardless, doing the parts for animations, so I need to separate, well, not really separate, but draw all the lines in a way that facilitates that. You just bring this up a little bit, maybe right there, cut that off. Do I want to bring this down a little bit? Do I want to go more like that, downwards? And then for here, whoop! Don't do that. Gonna cut that. All right, fine. And then we want to go right into there. Okay, this needs a little bit of patching up in terms of the lines, but I think that's the shape we want here. Can I just get in here and just dig into there a little bit? And dig into here a little bit. Whoop, that is wrong button. Alright, you can go over there. Alright, then we want lash. How far through do I want to actually cover her eye area? And where is the eye line? That's also a thing I should be looking at. Let's go. She curves, her eye curves back down like that. Let's go like a little bit. We'll go there. Then we want to go like that. I know her lash doesn't look like this normally, but doing this. Piece of fan art, we're doing it in my style. So do the lash like so. Up a little bit more for curving back. Yeah, jeez. Let's just see how that feels for now. This part of the line doesn't feel particularly good. Well, actually, no, it's fine. All right. Then we need also the two new layers that I add in for the side lash, the bot lash. All right, and wait, that's already there. Okay, so we want. Actually, let me just put her on the side. Gura. How sharply do I want to curve the side lash in? Where am I? Here. I want to go with a pin, go like that, and like... We'll just bring this down a little bit. Then we want to line her. Actually, I think at the angle we're at, we might want to go a little bit. Then we might want to go like that a little bit. Maybe a little bit more than that. We'll then jam this into here. Probably about there. I'm actually gonna take, where are you? You. I'm gonna tilt you a little bit this way. So you're like that. We're going to line the bottom lash. Like... Why don't you shape her eye here? It's like this, right? Okay, I'm gonna take off my pin hands glove. This really doesn't feel right. Okay, then we want to go into... Will I move the again? Well, that's not even lined up anymore. Did I just draw this? Huh? Wait, what? Oh, whoops. Well, regardless, I need to redraw that. Maybe I want to curve that up a little bit more. Maybe about there. Then we want to go into eyeball. Want to do the same kind of round oval here. Go like that. We're going to go into the... I haven't made a mouth button. Into a separate layer called mouth. We'll go 2 lips. Okay, so essentially upper lip. Good, maybe. We want to be just high up. We duplicate that into lower lip. Then we're just going to define a maximum size of the mouth for now. So let's go towards mouth max. I think in terms of how wide, do we want to go this big or do we want to go bigger? We'll define this as the mouth maximum for now. That's what we'll draw everything inside of. Then what's the best way to actually do teeth like this is just to draw one set of lines and then just make the whatchamacallit, duplicate it and then fill in one side off with them. So either way, we'll go. So we want the this sharp parts of the teeth to kind of join together, right? So we'll go. I don't know if I should be bothering with trying to add in sort of roundness to the mouth. I mean, if it's like that, then it should be like this. As it goes around the mouth. Would that be enough? Probably. Okay, so we'll separate this into top, and we'll duplicate that into bot. Okay, so that'll do that for now. Okay, we don't want to mess with her body now. Okay. So body. How many parts do we need here? 1, 2. The goal is to not have her body move around too much, so should be able to get away with not having any particular body parts separated here. Or large amounts of it can actually be one piece rather than being separated. I'm genuinely thinking about if I can just do her torso almost in one piece. Realistically speaking, I can have a little bit of flexing on the hood creases, but in theory, because we don't want any kind of large motion, the whole actual torso area, minus maybe the is this a scarf or is it a ribbon? the bit in here and the 2 bits on the hood along with the zipper can in theory just be a single body piece, because we just don't want to move it that much, and most of it needs to stay together. Also, in theory, we won't be able to see her arm separation very much from her going between this body portion, the torso portion of the hoodie, and the sleeve portion, basically that blue-white separation seam. Just thinking about how feasible it actually would be to just do this whole thing in one, because that'll save me a ton of time. I guess the question is, do I want any Z change, which would be a little bit more leaning. If I have Z changed, then the front and the back need to be separated, but beyond that, not really. I should really just not be lazy and just draw everything separated and then worry about maybe connecting them again later. Okay, let me just turn off the back here so I can see properly in this area. Regardless, neck. We're just going to include more neck for the fact that I shrunk where her chin was a little bit. Just go like that, we'll go like that. Then we want to go everything on top of the neck, essentially, starting from her inner. So this is the neck. I also do the neck and the chest in the same layers, can't I? Whatever chest is sticking out. Then we want to go inner. We're just going to call this the inner clothing. I can see what looks like a sweater or something. Not really a sweater. What is this called? Well, regardless, collar. Actually, let's put the collar into a photo here as well. So we'll go right, left, right front, and then also left front. Wait, is that completely separated? Oh, that is so cheeky. You can see that if it's not some, like, mistake in the pixelation, that this piece is just a single piece sitting on top of this is not lined up quite right, just to have this crease here basically acts as a way to connect the pieces and hide the imperfections. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so we want to bring her collar down in front of her. Actually, I should probably determine where exactly the collar, how close to the collar gets, collars get together. They literally touch, okay, sure. So we want these to split right on top of the, what is it called? The ribbon. How much should I flick it upwards? And I want to just stretch this into Narnia, right? Because we can't actually see the ends of this. So I'm just gonna throw this all the way down to here. Because why not? We don't want to see any of it. Then we want to bring this out over her backside. It stands up actually quite a bit, so we'll go ahead and go like this. over her shoulder into here. I want to probably thicken the line right down here a little bit, cut that off. I don't really know what's happening in the middle here. It looks like it should be folding into something. It's too pixelated to really see what's happening there. And then we want to just bop this over like so. And we'll just bring this out over her shoulder or over her collarbone out to, let's say we're gonna bring it out to like here. Let's actually be pretty generous with it. We don't need to worry about it because the hoodie goes over the top anyway, so we want to have it permanently hidden, so we're just gonna fill in this line just so it's less of a pain to butt the color later. So that is like that. I don't know if I should do this bump as aggressively as is in there, because 100% that looks like it was done just to ensure that piece stayed in front. So should I bring this down more? Should this go more this way? So it's more like, hey, that's your razor. It's more like this. She's not that leaned over. Actually, wait. No, you lean over this will. Because then this will be going. It must be more like this, shouldn't it? Because it'll just be flat against her chest as she leans forward. Fuck. I'll figure that out. Alright, so that was... I put that in the left front. Okay, you're now the right front. Because that was definitely not the left front, that was the right. You are now the right, and you can now be left. Okay. Then we want to bring you... is that the angle we wanted at? We wanted to be less sharp. Well, do we want to bring this out a bit more actually? The body's not supposed to be particularly turned, so I feel like this should be about right actually. Get a little tiny bit one way. Hello indeed. Bring this here. Currently working on getting some lines in for an animation. Indeed, it's apparently Shark Week, so it was a great opportunity to do a very over-scoped project that is 100% not finishing before Shark Week's over. Oh, I don't know about that part. I want these to actually be more liberal, right? She's leaning forward lightly. Don't bring these back a bit. Is what for Shark Week? Apparently National Geographic. Well, it's not exactly a large thing. It's a National Geographic thing, but essentially, when I opened YouTube a few days ago, the SpongeBob official channel was broadcasting shark-themed episodes for Shark Week. So I googled Shark Week, and then apparently every year from July 7th for a week, National Geographic broadcasts shark-related documentaries for a week. So that's how we got to this point. Don't question too much of it. It doesn't need to make sense, we just need an excuse. That's all we're looking for. That's the important part, right? Just need some random ass excuse that kind of makes sense. Bring that in a bit. I want to bring that in a bit. Let's bring this in a little bit. Actually, no. I don't want it to be that turned. Is that like a little bit turn? We'll bring this in a little bit. We'll bring it into about here. We'll also give it a little bit of a hook as it goes over the top of her collarbone. And we'll also bring this back a little bit so that that is up to there. Okay. Okay, so that is the collar bit that goes at front. We don't care how far this flies out to the side because it has to hide underneath the hoodie to begin with. This is the collar. Just make sure everything's named and organized. Okay, so that's the collar. Underneath that, bits underneath here, we want I call it a scarf or a ribbon. These are technically scarves, right? You know what, we'll just call it a ribbon. Fine. Alright, the ribbon is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I need to separate into 5 parts? Is there going to be enough movement to warrant 5 parts? That's the real question right now. If I'm saying there's not going to be... you know what? It's just good practice. I should just separate it. Alright, so we go center. Neck right. Neck left. Wait. End right and end left. Okay. And what kind of knot thingy are we looking at here? We are looking at... I want to hold it in... Oh, do I actually... It's a very mild argument to draw this as not the top piece, but she is wait, we're leaning over a little bit, so we actually want to go this way a little bit. Oh, then no, we want the chest to be aligned like this, so we'll go ahead and draw it so that this is a round container that goes like this as it holds the cloth, and this is also needs to be round as it holds the clump of cloth below it, like so. Then we want to go left. We want to bring this in over the top, and we're going to just go ahead and do it the same way that it's done here, where it's coming like this, right? We can actually go like this, just to give a little bit of a bump there. Make the cloth look a little thicker, because the cloth is apparently a little bit thick. Well, at least it looks a little bit thick. So that's twisted into there, because it's a little twisted. Then we want right going through into here, and we kind of want to do the same thing, where we want to kind of just go like that, and go like that maybe, and just kind of twist this into here. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and take you, and we're going to go that way. Ew. Oh dear. Oh, I'll judge that again, maybe. Actually, no, wait. What I need is to grab you, and we're just gonna go. Okay, we want the. Actually, wait. She's supposed to be leaning over. Hold on. So we want to lean a little bit, so it'll actually be what, like. Let me see if I can just kind of finagle this into a way that lightly works perspective-wise. Because we want to go down like here, so ideally, if I can just stretch these pieces, that would be perfect, because that means I don't have to fix anything else. Like a little bit turn, so we want to bring don't know how I feel about this part. Going to go ahead and bring maybe down. Oh, hold up. Down a little bit, and then what? Let's do that. Then bring you out a little bit. I feel like maybe this should be more just like this instead. I would judge that once everything else is in. Okay, what do we have here? We want to go out. And honestly, whatever this does, it can kind of just do whatever because it's stretching way beyond where we want to have things be visible. We don't know what's happening at the bottom of these, but we'll presume that's probably something like this. Why not? Honestly, just having an into it just makes it easier to color later. And we want this to be twisted, so we'll go... Then we want to bring this out. This way. This one we can tell even less on what's actually happening here, but we can presume that's a pencil. Also, the body turns slightly, should definitely come down quite a bit early, and we'll just flick it off like this. The no, that's fine. Shape here doesn't have to be overly exact. Okay, so that's a ribbon underneath. Then we want to have the... What's this inside thing called? It's not... Is it a shirt? Oh, whatever. I'm gonna call it... Not a blazer. Blazer's the thing that goes on top. What is this thing called? Or whatever. I'll call it sweater. Why not? It looks a little woolly. I actually gonna need more pieces here. Just go also parts here. That's actually fine. So this goes over her body like so. She's leaning over a little bit, then it'll be... No, it'll be more this way. And more this... I feel like I'm gonna bring the spot where I have the hoodie coming back to get her down by quite a bit. But regardless, we can see that it's got like this collar portion, which is separated from the main body portion. You know what, I'm just gonna not be too careful about this. You can't really see this piece to begin with. Just gonna jam this in. Actually, no, you need to be at a slightly wider angle than jam this in. Do I need... There's some seam lines here, but honestly for these it might be better if I do them during the coloring process rather than doing it now. Whatever, we'll just kind of line them in. How wide are these? Like, well, like let's go up to that there and we'll go 1, 2. Not really expressing a leaned over body very well right here. Except that I've gone much wider than 4. But this... Where does that go into? This actually go into like here, doesn't it? Actually, wait, no. Yeah, this has to go into like here. It should be like way sharper. This would be... yeah. It has to go more like this. And then it just go like this. I've been trying to draw in the actual thing below. Regardless, what do we call this part? The chest. You know, I'm just going to call this under. Not going to worry too much about it. I don't know what that means. So this is the little bit that's a little bit hard. In my understanding, this part maintains its shape. So we want to have a little bit of a curve here. And this just has to cover. We're not going to draw the actual proper shape of this. We're just going to draw its functional job in this illustration, which is to cover the portion between the collar, this inner piece of clothing, and her chest. Because doing anything more than that is redundant. We just cut that off. We just like do that. Whatever. It just needs to do its job. Then in terms of her chest area, we want to go like far through. Do we want to bring this? Go 1. We'll go. Honestly, on this side, the neck should be much shorter line, but honestly, the neck here should be more like what the. Should wait? No, should it? No. But the neck should still be a little bit shorter. At least the expression on the line should be a little bit short. Yeah. And then, do we want to draw in the collarbone here as well? Oh. I'm not expressing this part very well. Because normally it curves into the body because it's outward a little bit in the center. So if you lean over a little bit, it should not be that curved. Should it be that curved actually? What else should it come? Should it come blank? Actually, I might actually want to bring this line to almost straight. So it's just like decrease the curve a little bit. Still try to maintain a curve, but decrease it. Go with that. And then her shoulders, out here, her collarbone will be coming through about here. And through about here. Somewhere about there. Might want to increase the curvature here. So going more like Do we care about the bit that goes under the collar? Probably not. Okay. So about streamlining the whole workflow. Alright. Okay, I think torso, collar. We don't need this border to be in here. Let's bring it up the top, and we'll call this hoodie. So hoodie largely composes of 2 of the hood part going over the top, the 2 cords that tighten it, and then torso and zipper. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go like that. Okay, so we'll go hood right, hood left, hood forward right, forward left, torso, and zipper. And we want to actually judge this largely by the torso, where we want to probably bring this whole thing in right about here. Alright, we want to... Actually, I want to bring this in lower. It's a real question. I want to bring it in about here. I want to be that sharp though. I want to bend the body back a little bit. Hello there. Just trying to work out the exact alignment of the body in relation to the zipper right now, because I'm not expressing the slight bit of leaning over as nicely as I think I should be. So I've got the body coming down like this, so even if the scarf ribbon thingy here can abide grab... Actually, if this is worn loosely, if she's leaned over, this will actually hang, wouldn't it? Because of how far down the zipper is. It's not that loose, so even if it hangs a little bit, it'll pull back in if it's zipped up even to that spot. Okay, we'll just go ahead and maybe we'll go with about there. Okay, so then this has to encompass actually, because I need to hide this part below the actual zipper. You know what, let me try getting the zipper in here, along with the fact that I'm also terrible at drawing heart shapes for some reason. Okay, do I need this to be separated into two parts, or can I let this hang? I'm going to separate this into two parts. I just think it's easier to manage the depth, probably. Because if anything's going to wobble at all in a Z direction, this is probably the number one spot that I might. So we're going to go zipper, we'll go part, and we'll say... what do we call this? Connection? Okay, time for me to be very bad at drawing a heart. Needs to be like nice and round, right? Good enough? Good enough. I want the line weight to be a little bit thicker up top, and maybe a little bit thinner as it goes around the side. Actually, we're just going to go a little bit. And maybe try to round this out a little bit. In the end, it's not the detail that I want to draw attention to, right? So if it's a little bit scuffed, we can live with that. It's fine. Like, no one's gonna look at this and be like, oh my god, the zipper. The heart on that zipper is slightly off. It's heart-shaped enough. Then we want to hang this off a essentially oval zipper thing. I'll one day remember what these are called. I've looked it up like once, and I obviously don't remember it. Actually, we're just gonna go here, and then go like this. Did you want those details? Alright, let's go. We're dealing with circle. Don't know if I should do this in this layer or do this in the color layer. I feel like it's a very bad idea to do this in this layer, but oh, if it's a problem, I'll just get rid of it, do it with the color layer later. This spot's easy to get rid of. Okay, so something like this, we're just going to connect it up just to make it less of a pain in the butt when it gets to the coloring process. That lets me just bucket the crap out of it. Okay. So essentially, this, we'll go with this. The zipper hangs in a spot that defines the way her body is aligned. So down chest, into here, down this way. We're going to bring you just a tad this way. Then, with that in mind, we will attach the zipper straight down. Actually, should you just put a line here? Well, I could thin these lines later if I need to. So that this is going down. We don't really want to straighten her out, right? We're going to just bring this down. Then we want to bring this up into about where we want the hood to sit, which may be about here. And we want to maybe bring the hood in about here. Let's bring it in like this. Just cut that off. And we'll just, where are we looking? The zipper thing where it looks like, well, like this. The top of the zipper thing. We're not going to worry too much about it, we'll just do it like that. Okay, and then we want to define the side of her body. Because of how low the sleeves connect to the torso, we want to I'm thinking way too hard about this one. Should just do the hoods first and then define everything else. Because if I had the foots, oh, the arms have to go above this. Hold up. Actually, no, I can still hide the arm behind the body because of how thick this part is, right? You can just say the cloth kind of goes over the top as a crease, and it will still look. this way, will it? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna define the hood, which effectively needs to go over her shoulder, which is the much thicker line that I drew out here is roughly where I want her shoulder to be. So this has to go over her collar, which we want to say goes out about to here. Say it creases out like this, then it creases out like this, then it creases out like the and we will give it this treatment. Please can hit. Please let me just plot that out. Okay. Honestly, this spot doesn't matter that much because you won't be able to see it. The arms are going to be in front of this permanently, and we're not going to move the arms away from the spot. Then we want this to about here. We want to bring in the top of her hood. And we want to slide that in right about into where we have the bit here aligned. We want to bring this around her arm, in front of her chest, and into about here. Yeah, about here. Okay. Bring that in right there. Should I just bring it all the way in like this? And we have crease through here, so that will crease through here, and that will kind of crease through here. It'll be like 2 layers here. And we want to create a more jagged part. We can go like this and just have a crease right there. Just to make this a little bit more layered. Is that going to be a problem? Should be. Then for the hood lifts, we want to define over her shoulder, which should be about here. Let's see. This is turned away from the body, so we can go ahead and just go 1, 2, and 3. Wrap this a little bit more aggressively around the body, maybe, like so. It's going round in a round shape around the body, so we don't have to worry too much about the exact shape there. Now we want this to come in about here, between her collar, the collarbone going around the neck, and her shoulder, which should be right about here. Let's give it a little bit of a bump maybe as it's coming down. Hello there. How you doing? Let's say it folds into itself a little bit, and we'll bring this like this. We just fold this into here. And let's just say that brings it to there. Then we want to bring this around her arm into in front of her chest, into the edge of the hood area, which is going to be like, say let's go like that. We'll have maybe a crease going more like this. And then we might have like this. And we want this line to come out to maybe about here. Yeah, I could have extra crease there, why not? But hello there. Currently lining in the body of Gura. Currently on the hood. No. We're gonna go more like this and actually bring it around her shoulder. We can still bring it into this crease. That's fine. Let's just say there's an extra fold there of cloth. So this is actually going over her shoulder now rather than kind of awkwardly going just magically over her shoulder. Going around her shoulder. And her neck. Do you want it to be that thick? Like it kind of hovers out a bit. Indeed. I don't want this to sit. Do we want the lower layer? That's also another question. Because basically we can make this. But we're not going to move her body. We do have the liberties to imply that the cloth here is thicker, similar to how this is doing it by just doing a line like this and having this layering over itself like so. Going to I think for over here, I'm going to change one of these lines so that it goes more like that. But anyways, welcome into the stream. I'm probably currently being way too pedantic about how I want this to sit. Let's also change the line here so that it is more aggressively going around her neck area over her shoulder. Also good. Like so. Okay. Let's just say this is going to sit like this for now. Then we have chord. Oh, I didn't bring them all the way down, did I? Actually, no, I should bring the torso up. Yeah, I should bring the torso up. But don't you bring this in a bit more? I think what I want to do is I'm going to bring this all the way in, and then actually bring this in a little bit later, so it's like that. Sure. Then we want to bring... I'm gonna bring this out too far. Actually, I want to bring this in a bit more. And then bring this in so that this is more like this. Can I actually bring this down a little bit? So it's more like this. Maybe cut it off a little bit earlier, let's say like maybe there. Okay, well, I'll leave that for now. Then the actual torso area, along with the hood now being in, we are going to say that for this side, we want to bring this entirely in front of her arms. So we're going to bring this down exactly as we have in the draft. And then this side, we want to only define not the armpit area, but the actual torso area. So I think we'll just go like that. Okay. Alright, so I do need to redraw the hands, at least a little bit. Because I very much drew them without doing a proper sketch. Well, before that, actually, let me go here. Behind neck, where we're going to have 1, 2. So we're going to have the collar back and then the hood back. Okay. So collar is one of those ones that kind of sink downwards and then come back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and go like probably more like, I don't want to stick it down that much. Maybe like just like that. Just do a gentle decline. She's already leaned over a little bit, so we don't want to do it too deep. To adjust the other collar parts to match that. Inner collar, chop you, and we'll chop you. Just go like that. And then we're gonna go into the hood back, where the hood is not lowered into the back, but is very much just gonna go over the top. Don't have to worry too much about the lines because we can just have a crease here instead to essentially form this line. Let's just go with that. Don't have to be too careful with it, I think. Is that? You know, I think the logo. Go like that and just pop over the top. I want to thicken that line, but that can wait. Does the heart need to be bigger down there? It really doesn't. Okay, but we're gonna say that bit hovers with gravity. Oh, where is hoodie? we want to go about here. We're going to hang the the little cord thing you use to tighten the hood. It actually looks a little bit nicer now that I just redrew it at one time, because the plastic bit on the end actually looks separate. I want to just make sure this is largely aligned. Body's not turned enough to warrant an overly different height for this part. So go like go this there, more this way. Oh, there. Okay. Hands. Not usually. Part of that's because I don't know how to pose them. I tried a few times and I couldn't figure it out. And then it just kind of feels like it takes too long for me to mess with them. So unless I can find one that already has the correct pose, then I won't bother. Usually I just stare at photos that are roughly the same or the correct angle or enough of the correct angle for me to just change it to fit what I need. Okay, so let me just think about this. We need to go right, left. Well, I'll just set that up first. So go right, left. Yeah, I noticed a lot of the 3D models for posing that also exist inside Clip Studio, along with a lot of assets that you can get off the internet. But I don't know how to use them, so I usually just go about. Actually, I pretty much have gone without. It's kind of reached a point where I've lived without them long enough that I just don't use them. Okay, how much do I need to separate the fingers is now the real question. Along with the fact that the hands need to be substantially bigger. Actually, well, at least a bit bigger. Okay, we'll go palm. Put this into yet another folder. Called hand. Do I need to separate the fingers completely by joint? Her sleeves are long, so we can get away with hiding her wrists, even if we're having the sleeve defy gravity a little bit. The sleeves also expand outwards at the ends, and I think that will largely be maintained even with the what do you call it? The slight expansion. No, not the that we're fighting gravity. I'm really deciding if I could just use the very bad hand sketch that I did as is to judge this. How many parts do I need here? Because I want to at least be able to move the fingers a little bit. That's going to require full separation. Will it require full separation, or could I get away with 2 joints on the 3 joint fingers? Because I need a front piece at minimum and a back piece. Can I get away with just the front and the back, or do I need to separate it completely? I think I'm going to try and get away with just the front and the back piece. It might come back to bite me in the butt later, but regardless, let us grab the hands, and we're going to just increase the hand size a little bit. Like I did the left hand substantially better than the right hand. And we're going to try and get away with a essential front and back portion to the pinky, the ring finger, the middle finger, and the forefinger. Do I want to folder all these? That'll be fine. We'll go fore, middle, ring, and pinky. How do I need to shape this in a way where I can perhaps bend it at a joint? Will I be able to get away with it? I might have to adjust it at the mesh level, and I really don't want to do that. Or can I get away with just using long deformer at an angle? So the front is largely going to consist of the tip of the finger and the effectively the middle joint. Do I need to bend this in more? Because this should actually be like right in the knuckle, shouldn't it? Yeah, it should actually be like right in the knuckle. Well, actually my palm should be a bit longer than what I've got here. It's also a question of, should I adjust the starting position for the assumption that I'm going to have to extend it? Because either I'm going to have to collapse the joint right here, or I'm going to have to stretch it out. Based on the motion I want. But regardless, actually no, this is actually fine. The actual joint here should be more like this into this into. I don't want to do her nails. Maybe something like. Do you want to bend the finger down a little bit? So go. I don't want to do this. You know what, we're going to try and bend it outwards if I need to. Actually, should this be more in like here? It should be more like. Because this will then. I just showed the back one. Okay, you're now the front, and you can be the back. Because then the finger, basically the back of the joint into where the knuckle will be like right here. So then the back of this joint will be. joins out to like here, and then the finger itself will be about this thick. We want to have this land right about here. Hand in a tight claw shape. Not a tight claw, but what's called fingers curled, but open palm. Something. This joint here should be more like this. This should be cut off. Okay, we'll do that for these three fingers as well. Really hoping that this doesn't bite me in the butt later when I start animating it, because not separating the fingers fully, well, you can't really do much about it, but by the time it reaches to that point. So middle finger, a little bit longer than. Actually, how's this end up? This will come out. Actually, I should just go pull down like this. That going out too far. Oh. Yeah, I brought that back too far. Well, this was like... Probably turn... Is there like a specific way to do that? I never actually looked into doing or how to do time lapses. I mean, I'm sure it's just a Google search away, but hello there. I'm drawing the hand smaller than what I enlarged it to. Let me just... Actually, smaller enough because I need to change the horizontal part of the depth portion of the joint. I mean, I draw with a lot of layers as well, so I don't know how nice it would be to look at. Probably require a little bit of editing. It comes with... There's a toggle. Hold up. Let me just... Is there? You know what, let's Google it. I'm currently deciding on what I'm doing with the hands here anyway. I have a distraction here. Clip Studio Paint time lapse. Learn how to easily record a time lapse when you work in Clip Studio Paint. Okay, sure. File time lapse record time. Oh, so I need to start recording it when I start. Wait, what? Oh yeah, it's there. I mean, I don't do particularly long sessions either, unless I'm working off stream, so there'll be a lot of cutting and merging stuff together. I'll probably just require a whole bunch of editing on my own end, but maybe for something a bit smaller I could probably consider it. Otherwise it'll just be a lot of editing in the end anyway, because I'll have to basically cut out the blanks if it gives me any blanks. Oh yeah. Let's see, go. I want to bring what the back out to about here so that we've got the Actually, wait, what does it use to do the recording? Because I don't know how feasible it will be when I'm streaming, because I'm already also recording the stream. So I don't know if I have the spare resources to also allot to Clip Studio to also record. Does it say on... I'm presuming they don't say this on their website, because no one's going to get that technical about it. You know what, let's see if I can Google that. How much, probably what, GPU resource does Clip Studio time lapse recording use? System requirements? No. No one knows. I'm presuming most people who use it probably aren't also streaming and recording at the same time. Because it might be a little bit dodgy if I let it do that much stuff at a time here. Go more like this. Yeah, I found it. The problem isn't that it's not that I'm just streaming, it's that I'm also recording at the same time, because I keep a recording of all my streams. So it might... I mean, honestly, with the fact I'm only running Clip Studio, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the other thing that uses a bunch of resources would be what BTube Studio uses a chunk. How much am I at right now? I'm at 68. That's memory. I mean, memory might be the bit I should be worried about because I should really stick in another stick of RAM. But my GPU's at 60, and my CPU and my memory will hover around 70. And OBS is using what 30% of my CPU and 60% of my GPU. So where's VTube Studio? VTube Studio is not actually using that much, and that's the second heaviest resource. I mean, I'm presuming it wouldn't use too much, but maybe if I work on something off stream, I might consider it. You know, I don't know how nice my workflow will be for that. Cause I feel like whenever you do a time lapse, you end up having to cut out manually anything that is a result of indecision. That's the nicest way to put it. Join into... Do I need to do joint into joint here? So I want to have this largely forward facing. Bring this down a little bit. And then for this, you curl your fingers and your pinky actually doesn't come out that much further out, does it? Go. Like this. Into I mean, I'll presume it'll actually be fine, honestly, but my system's not that bad. If I really need a big excuse as to why I wouldn't want to do it, it'll probably be how much Premiere drives me insane because it'll 100% have to be cut into different parts. So I'll have to like jam it back together. And Premiere crashes on me like way too often in general. It'll be like a giant bit of my sanity missing after a while. Okay, so that is, let's just say that's just like that into the thumb. I mean, honestly, not that much fitter. I mean, I use like a little bit more of my resources. Actually, wait. What's actually using all my CPU? I mean, OBS is using a whole chunk of my CPU. Well, it's using about 30%. YouTube Studio is using about 20%. Means 60% of my RAM is being essentially eaten by OBS on its own. And then... yeah, and then OBS is eating like 50% of my GPU, or 60% of my GPU. I don't know if that's also counting for some of the things I'm running in OBS as well. Because I'm also double streaming with a separate feed inside OBS that goes straight to Twitch. I use Adobe because of After Effects. Basically, that's like the only reason I use it is because Live 2D has the essentially developer supported plugin capabilities of being put into After Effects. So I basically pigeonholed myself into having to use it, and I hate both of them. Let's just bring out the thumb leg here. I mean, a lot of stuff I do in terms of the creative stuff is related to Live 2D, which is also why whenever I look at getting back into game development, I still have to be a Unity baby, because that's also got the developer supported plugin. I did take a look. There was one for Unreal that looked really primitive, because it was a user-made plugin. I mean, I'm not very good at using Unreal to begin with. And then there's one for... what was the other? There's like a 2D engine that a whole bunch of games have been made in. I can't remember what it's called. Talked about it with a friend once, but that's also got a user-written plugin as well, but it's still being tested. We'll do into bone. And we want to... do we want to just bring out the thumb muscle here? This would be what, like, here? Then we want to bring down our palm over the top. Hand is slightly at an angle. So this would be... I feel like I've really shrunk the hand down a bit too much. Usually hands like that. Don't want to connect it up to here. You could connect it like that, just make it easy to color in later. Should the hand muscle be out that far? Actually, it should be, right? So I enlarged the sketch of the hand and then drew the hand smaller anyway. Do I want to go maybe a little bit like this and like a tad? I'm gonna switch that out. Probably have to switch the hand out and then do each finger individually rather than doing the whole thing at a time. Yeah. Switch the hand out a little bit. Okay, so the hand exists there. Then we want to put the sleeve over the top of it. This is the lower arm sleeve. Do we need to separate the cuff from the everything else? Probably don't, right? Yeah, probably not. Just keep looking at it. Like, actually, no, I think I am. Alright, we'll go cuff. I still don't know what the part of the sleeve is called. But we want to bring this over the top. Actually, I need to angle my elbow first. I think I want to angle this deeper, right? I want to probably go like, what, like, more like this. That's fine. We want to cover the bottom of her palm with the cuff of the sleeve, so we'll go. Maybe we'll just bring that in the head more. We are fighting against gravity here, so then these expand outwards. Maybe more this way to gravity. You do a whoopsie. Let's go. Sure. Do I want to draw the lines in here now? Not really, right? Do I need to draw a back portion to this? Is the next question. Didn't they fix Cyberpunk? That was the. It's the one that was horrific on launch, right? I mean, I'm presuming the requirements for it is still pretty high. Let me just think about how I need to do this. Do I need to draw a back part to this? If I need to draw this into two separate pieces, then I need to draw this into... Oh, jeez. I felt like it was one of the games that I might have enjoyed, but the launch really kind of killed my enthusiasm for the game. I've just not bothered picking it up. Not like I play enough games to really warrant dropping money in the AAA title these days. Now, I've always like, even though my general faith in AAA games has gone down pretty dramatically in recent history, so actually, should the side part be part of the front, part of the back? I think it makes more sense to have a part of the back. We need to include a cuff. where we're going to go. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's mostly just OBS, right? Hopefully it doesn't use anything when it's idle. Just pop this around like... I'm drawing just on wrong there. This around. This, I think this level of a curve is good for here. We'll just, I can't see anything. Cut this around. Like so. That wasn't correct. Then we actually no, this is correct. Get rid of this line. Get rid of this line. And then we want to draw the top of this over the top like so. And then essentially we want to bring the sleeve out of that. So we want to make it a little, should it be longer? I don't really have a good way of visualizing that from here. You know, let's just see how ridiculous it looks if I don't change the size of that. So we want to bring this out. Have it hang more on the bottom. We're not going to see the X's on her sleeve because that's on the side of her upper arm. Actually, wait, I want to direct this more this way. So like that. Then we want to go into the torso body. We want this to be below the torso. Arms. Right upper arm. Want to bring that out. Want to connect this well, like almost like here. And then I don't think we'll be able to really see the seam. It'll be like here-ish for the blue-white seam. Just kind of draw that in just to judge where it is, I think. Okay. So that's one. That took a lot longer than expected. Okay, so hand, palm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, thumb, 4, middle, ring, and picky. Then we want to go once again, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Actually, I should just do the smart way, shouldn't I? I should just go front, back, these 2 layers, copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay. So once again, I want to bring the fingers more inwards because the knuckle is too low compared to where the fingers actually are. Actually, how much time do I have left? I don't really have much time left though. Do I want to try and speed up? I should not try and speed up hands. That's a terrible idea. Alright, so anyways, we'll finish up here for the day because it's probably a terrible idea for me to try and do hands at a fast pace, but I'm actually deciding if the hands need to be bigger because it's not that far off. We've got to also include the fact that the hands need to be curled, the fingers are curled up a little bit, and the hands also, like the palm itself is bent slightly at an angle as well. So it's not terrible. But if I want to adjust the shape a little bit, then that will require a little bit of individual management on each finger. Alright, so anyways, essentially the only part on Gura that still needs to be done is her left hand. I'm just looking at her arm and deciding how feasible moving the elbow is, because the elbow is probably where the core of the motion is going to end up occurring. I actually want to bring this out a little bit more so that this bumps out more. But either way, there still needs to be a shark. That's the other core part that needs to be able to draw attention. Well, at least it needs to be the thing that sits at the front. And then I need to figure out how to draw all of the seabed life into the remainder of the tank, which is basically some kelp, which is going to be probably simplified, and then coral as the main part that's going to probably cause me a lot of pain unless I simplify it a lot and just exaggerate and simplify. Just remove a bunch of the details and just exaggerate the shapes a little bit, and then just find a texture and slap it on top. That might have to, yeah, that might have to be it. And then once that's done, the color can start going down, which is probably still not going to be in for another like 2-3 sessions unless I work on this over the weekend. And see how that goes. Actually, when the shark would end, it started on the 7th, so oh yeah, I'm totally able to make it. Alright, so either way, thank you very much for watching today's session of line art. Probably spent way too much time on some parts, and I should have really gone through the whole of at least Gura's body. But either way, if you want to see more of this and the progress of this as I go along with it, you're going to be subscribed or following, depending on where you're watching from. Leave a like because that helps me out, and I'll see you all next time.